Hi, everybody. Welcome to Balance is the Key, short little program going out and dedicated to Katherine. She has requested this. So let's start. I'm going to tell you about it by just bringing your feet to the ground, stack them underneath your hips, and then just do some nice heel to toe rocks. So just kind of grounding ourselves into the ground, getting connected to the earth and our feet. All right, bring one foot up, maybe do a few little twists of the ankles, go a few one way and then the other. Whatever feels really good for you, you're going to find those eeks and cricks and go the other side. Around and around and around and around. All right, give those legs a shake and a little jump, and then find some bounce on one side of your body. We're going to go into a little standing flamingo pose or a quad stretch. So bring your knee to your knee, your thigh to your thigh, reach behind, lift yourself nice and tall, and just start to breathe. When we balance, we want to take our breath nice and slow. Now think about the foot that you're standing on. Maybe bend into it and come up, down, and up, little bends. And then we're going to take that over to the other side. So bring it up. One side might be more cooperative than the other. So nice long flamingo neck. Lift that heel towards your glutes. And then bounce. And bend. And let's do that one more time. Right, I want you to stand at the end of a mat, and then on the edge of the mat, we're going to do tightrope walking. So bring your arms out, bring your hands, your head up in line, and then one foot in front of the other. So you want to go in a straight line, and you don't want to look down, right? So maybe coming all the way around your mat, giving it that straight line. Now, I do this in my kitchen, and I do it across the ceramic floor. And I stay on that straight line, and I can look ahead, a couple of feet without dropping my gaze. And there we go. All right. Give your legs a shake. We're going to do 5 exercises, 5 bouncing poses, and we're going to do them 5 on one side of the body and 5 on the other. So let's start. Just find your balance. You're going to start to being a star. So you're going to lift the leg up and away. Maybe we come to here. Maybe you come out to here, and maybe you're a true 5-point star. And you're going to breathe. Slow, no fight, no flight, and breathe. If you fall out, that's okay. We can just get right back up and do it again. Find your spot. Now in this standing leg, a small bend in the knee. We don't want to hyperextend that knee. And also maybe every now and then pick up your toes so you're not gripping the whole world onto your toes. All right, got a couple more breaths. Why do we want to balance? Because 1, it's fun, right? And 2, it challenges us. But most importantly, the more balanced we are, the less risk of a fall. All right, you need to grab some weights for this next exercise. We're going to do cross-body curls. So we're going to work the bicep. So one leg's going to stand up, so that one leg's going to come up behind like that flamingo. This arm is going to come across into a curl. So you're bringing the wrist straight, bringing it down. So it's just movement while we balance on one leg, right? A little bit more of a challenge. So we're going to go for 40 seconds. So take it up and bring it down. And again, anytime you need to reset, do it. Core tight. Roll those shoulders back down your back. Nice, strong posture. And breathe. 5 more seconds. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, and down. Nice. Keeping that dumbbell in that same hand, we're going to go for a single leg deadlift. So here I am unbalancing. Come on, lift the foot up, push the foot back as if you're pushing the door shut with your leg, right? You're pushing it shut. You can stay right here. Again, small bend in that standing knee. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, let's do a little bit of a row here. So neutral grip, and then your elbow comes back, arm comes up. And again, slow and breath. Now on this one, we want to watch our head and neck and keep it in line with your spine. And let's do one more. Nice, come on up. All right, standing knee up. So that same knee comes up. We're going to come forward this time, and we're going to do an offset and a hold. So just holding it here. Wiggle those toes. Right, nice strong posture. Great. Soften your cheeks and soften your jaw. If you want to move, you can take it up to a shoulder press and bring it down. But if you're weebling and wobbling at this point, I would suggest we just stay. If you're still weebling and wobbling lots, drop the toe down a little bit. Awesome. All right, down to the floor. No weights needed. We're going to do a spinal balance. So I want you to think about your back. So knees stacked underneath your hips, wrists stacked underneath your shoulders. We're going to take the left foot back, right hand up, thumb to the sky, bicep in line with your ear. So again, a nice straight back. Press through your heel. Now my leg was a little higher up. I want you to be a straight line from your foot to your fingertips. Now you can have a quite quick look in the mirror, but this isn't a good position for our neck. So we want to come back down. Gaze is looking down, but not the neck looking down, just the gaze. And again, you're breathing. Now don't collapse into that hand that's holding you or the knee, nice and strong. 40 seconds is all it takes here. And there we have it. Press yourself back into a little child's pose. Stretch that back. Come on up, curl your toes, walk your hands to your feet. Give that a little shake. How's that feel? Pretty good? Pretty good, pretty good. All right, we're going to take it over to the other side. So we're going to do that star pose, those 5 exercises all again. So if you have some water, grab a grip of water, maybe give those ankles little circles, little shakes, little flaps, and we'll get ready to do it all over again. All right, let's find our star. Recognizing that each side of our body might be a little different. So we come out, open your arms, open your chest. Yes. And if you're weebling and wobbling, that's okay. That means your core has to work a little harder. That knee stabilizer has to work a little harder. But we've got this. We're stars in our life, getting nice and strong. Again, as we age, we want to make sure balance, not just for age. I'm going to come back on that one, but let me finish that thought. Come on down. All right, grab your dumbbell. You're going to do that single leg, so leg behind, so the toe, heel's pointing up, right? Heel up, and we're going to do the cross body. All right, Linda, what were you saying? I was saying as we age, we want to prevent falls, right? Falls in the home, number one reason people end up in emergency. But going back to why I wanted to regret that, we also want to balance because we're athletes, right? Anything sport that we do, having a strong balance and strong center is going to increase our performance. Squeeze that bicep. Don't let that, my leg was coming down. Don't let yours fall. Bring it up and bring it down. One more. Up and down. Once again, keep that weight in the hand. We're going to go for that single leg deadlift. So small bend into your standing leg. We hinge, right? And we hinge and the weight stays super close to your body. Small bend in that standing knee. I'm talking lower your breath. Keep it nice and calm. And again, if you want to do some rows, it's a little challenge. Slow and controlled. Take it up and bring it down, up and down. Woo, and there we have it. All right, standing knee up. with that offset. So opposite knee up, arm out, and we're holding it. Right? Shoulders back. Where's your tummy? Nice and tight. Arm engaged. And if you want, you can do some shoulder presses. That'll challenge because you start to move. Right? Small bend in that standing knee. Nice. And up and down. At any point, you can just continue to hold it. Keep that knee nice and high. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, back down to the ground. Last exercise. We do that spinal balance. So opposite arm, opposite leg to what you did. So I'm doing my right leg and my left arm, and we've got 40 seconds. Really want you to, again, have a quick look. Is your leg in line with your hips and arm in line with your body? Core established, knees stacked, and we're breathing. Think about lengthening through your fingers, lengthening through your heel. Our spine's getting nice and long, nice and strong, and we're balancing on the ground. One leg, one arm. We only have 40 seconds, so keep at it. We've got 10, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Press yourself back into a child's pose just because it feels good and we can. Come back to table. Curl your toes. Walk your hands towards your feet to come up to rise. So just before we finish, I want to go around the mat one more time, that tight walk rope. But I want to see if you can come up onto the balls of your feet. So we walked the rope, right? This way, not looking down. And now I want you to be able to tightrope on your balls of your feet. We can walk around our house like this. Like I was mentioning, we have ceramic tiles that have the grout lines, and then down the center of your mat, and you're done your balancing. Great job. Till next time.